Hello and welcome to Blissful Awareness Group of Satsang number 2. Actually, this was done on Friday, but uh, by mistake it was not recorded. So I am answering some of the questions which have come on YouTube through this recording. So let me take the questions. The first question is Devi an entity or has individuality? See, Devi is a Hindi word. In English, it means goddess, and it is not a subject matter of path of knowledge. However, in occult practices, the word Devi or goddesses are prayed. I mean, they are prayed for getting some wishes fulfilled, and in that respect, it is the whole creation is maybe called Devi. It is rule bound, and everything seems to be orderly here. So, I mean, in occult, we can say that Devi has been given a individuality or a personality. But in real sense, there is no personality of a Devi, even in occult. It is just a form, a instrument, I would say, which is created by the occult practitioners for getting their wishes fulfilled. And in that, there are several forms which are created and then prayed. And that forms are in the form of various goddesses, which are prayed to get the wishes fulfilled. But if we talk about path of knowledge, there is nothing called Devi here. So, what is the equivalent or parallel of goddesses in the path of knowledge? It is the whole creation. The essence, the energy, or whatever the whole creation is, can be called as goddess or illusion or Maya or whatever you name you want to give or whatever is being experienced or whatever that can be experienced is called the Devi in occult practices, but in parallel to the path of knowledge, it is the experiences are same, the illusion, the Maya which is appearing. And in path of knowledge, there is no individuality here because the individual itself is an illusion. If you try to find out where is the illusion, where is the individual, sorry, you will find that it is not existing at all. It is it just evaporates in thin air. So there is no individuality here in path of knowledge. But I mean, whatever exists even in the path of knowledge or whatever various ways you say, it is only experiences, right? If you remove the experiences, although it is not possible to remove the experiences, but whatever you are having is only the experiences. The experiencer of the experiences is ever unknown. It is so pure. It is without any qualities. So it cannot be known through any senses. Even the senses are an experience. Even the mind is an experience. Even all the memory is an experience. So whatever emotions, feelings, thoughts, ego, these all are experiences. But the individuality, a collection of these experiences are called a living being or a human being. So that is not, there is, where is the I in that whole collection of thoughts, collections of memory, collection of mind? That memory itself is projected as various forms in the soul creation, in the whole existence, which is being experienced. So can't be said that there is any individual here in the whole of existence. Whatever is a mind body structure or instruments which is assumed to be an individual. I hope it is clear. If not, you're always free to ask or join the satsang group to get the answer. in more elaborate manner. Second question is, are there any higher beings who are observing men for the good and vice versa? What you're saying is there any beings which is controlling the lives of the humans for giving them the results of for what they do good, and what is bad in their life will be given an appropriate result? Perhaps that is what your question is. That is there some controller which is controlling the life of all the human beings for giving the results as per their merit. But it is not right to say like that, because if that be the case, who created that powerful being which is controlling all the humans? I mean, then there has to be someone who is created that being, that all powerful, all pervading being which is controlling the human beings. And in the first question, we have already seen that there is nothing as separate as a human being. It is just a collection of thoughts. And what is being manifested is just the memory or the mind in a layered structure, which is seen as a human being or a body mind structure. So there is nothing called a higher being, which is all that powerful to control the lower beings, so to say. So there is nothing as higher being or lower being. Whatever is existing in experience or the creation or the manifestation of the memory is rule bound. So what does it mean when we say it is rule bound? There are several rules which govern the creation, which are created as per the need to survive, as per the existence need to refine itself into higher and higher manifestation or forms to survive itself. Therefore, these rules are governing the creation, which is the rule of the three basic activities which are going on is the activity of creation, then it is maintained for certain time, and finally it gets dissolved. So these three activities are always found in the whole creation. Besides this, there are several activities like procreation of making copies similar to oneself, so that the creature is preserved, the continuity is maintained, the experiences are self governed by certain rules. It is like a computer game where certain rules are there for the game to work, or like a game of football where you can see that game is played within the boundaries of certain rules. If those rules are not there, then the game itself will be null and void. Then there won't be any charm in playing that game if the rules are not there. So those rules are governing, and those rules are self-created. But ultimately, when you see it from the angle or from the perspective of path of knowledge, the question will again may come that who created these rules? So there is no one who created these rules. All this is actually an illusion, because whatever is experienced is always a change. There is no experience is possible if there is no change. They are just mere possibilities. So at the level of experience, there are only very subtle movements which are being experienced by the experiencer, and there is no difference between the experiencer and the experiences. Therefore, we can say that there is no higher being. Then the third question is, are Parvati, Durga, and Kali Ma individuals, other higher dimensional beings? See, these entities which is there in the occult practices are again the creation of the occult practitioners. Like they are the instruments by which they fulfill their own wishes, try to fulfill the wishes. Parvati means what? It is the celebration, the Parv. Parv in Hindi is celebration. So Parvati is the goddess of celebration, where there is ever celebration. Such purity is there that it is celebrated. And where is Parvati shown? It is the wife of Shiva. Shiva is the experiencer. So the Parvati is the whole creation, if you say, which is just celebrating. So as soon as you get established in your real self, in the essence of your true being, there is pure celebration. Then whatever happens, right, wrong, good, bad, is just celebration. So therefore, Parvati represents that goddess, which is pure celebration, which comes with a pure mind, with a settled mind, with a mind which is not restless. And it is the beauty of the whole creation, which is exhibited in celebration. Durga is the one which is working in this existence as removing the obstacles or getting things done which are very difficult to be achieved. So if you pray to Durga Shakti or the energy or the goddess, you will your obstacles from your path or the difficult things can be achieved. She is again shown that she has the power, she's sitting on a lion, and she has the power to control all various things which are rule bound in the whole existence, to twist the rules to get whatever you wish to get. So it is again a wish fulfillment creation of vocal practitioners. Then Kali Ma. Kali is representing the one which destructs. It destructs what? The evil, which is within oneself, which is obstructing one to go to the higher dimension of the own existence. That is represented by Kali. It beheads, it cuts the head of all the evil beings, and it is so powerful that it is a picture of Kali is shown where Shiv is lying on the ground and she is about to, attack on Shiv also, and her feet is on the chest of the Shiv, and Shiv is almost unconscious, sort of. It is a depiction of the energy, the Maya or the illusion, which is so powerful that even the experiencer is sort of hidden behind such an power. But the real sense of Kali is that which kills all the devils or the evils, or what is evil or devil or whatever is shown is actually that which takes you away from your true essence. So those are beheaded, those are just cut off, their heads are cut off, so that you can rest in your true being, in your true essence, as what you really are, without any inhibitions, without any prejudices, without any biases. Just be what you are, as you are, in the full glory of your beingness. The fourth question is only by help of certain processes these divine beings are contacted and man make deal with them. Yeah, you can say that there are certain processes involved, but all those processes are again in occult practices, not in the path of knowledge. Because in path of knowledge is very straightforward, simple, that whatever is appearing as an experience is only an illusion. So don't get caught up in these drama of life. Just see it as a play, as an illusion, which keeps on changing, and therefore it is being uh, experienced. So yes, there are certain processes to be followed if you have to do any meaningful transaction, I would say, with these goddesses or these powerful beings, energies which are there to, which are first created and then prayed for wish fulfillment. Please throw some light in an episode on Maya level knowledge, just for curiosity. See, I can give you the links on a series of transmission or the Maya, wherein what is Maya and what is not has been explained in lot of detail with hours of videos. So if you're interested, I would suggest that you listen to those videos by Tarun Pradhanji. And I think after that, Nothing will be left which is not covered under what is Maya and how it functions and what are the rules which governs the Maya. Even better that you do 3 day program with uh, anyone who is available, and in those 3 days, the day one is about the knowledge of self. Who am I? What am I? And in the second day is the knowledge of illusion or the knowledge of Maya. What is Maya? And giving an answer through written form will not be very useful because we have, I mean, it is a one to one conversation between the teacher and the person who is listening. And that one to one conversation happens only by mechanism of talking to each other, because then the teacher can understand from where the question is coming, what is the level of understanding, where the seeker is stuck up, and that way it makes some sense rather than the words, because words does not mean anything. Each word needs to be defined. There are very few words which are very critical and important, which need not to be assumed as something else. Otherwise, the transmission of knowledge is impossible. Or, in fact, the transmission of knowledge will be wrong knowledge. The wrong type misunderstanding will start happening. And that is the reason knowledge cannot be achieved by uh, reading scriptures or listening to gurus without any direct connection with them. So, direct connection with the guru is of utmost importance to have any meaningful dialogue. So, I will give you a link also of the 3 day program. And yeah, the third day is what is the relation between the one which is the self, we say, and the illusion. What is the relation between the two? The next question is, please dedicate one episode on what is Pitra Kuldevta after reincarnations, how our ancestors exist. See, Kuldevta, ancestors, and what is reincarnation. This is again a very big subject. It cannot be answered in few words, but let me give you some little bit of answer to just to give your curiosity, to answer your curiosity. One, that this is not of direct experience to me. So why I am answering it? It is just because I've heard it from the persons who knows this subject much more deeply, and it is logical as per the experiences which I have got, and logic can be applied to see that whatever is being spoken is the truth. Now, what is Pitra? The ancestors, the family tree. If you go on going one step over the other, you will say that other ancestors, your ancestors who have died in your family tree, is your Pitra. But if you go one step, second step, third step, and steps above, you'll find that they have to converge. There can be no, I mean, the whole Adam and Eve, I mean, if you say the Christianity. So basically, every creation has to start from a single point. Like the whole body is created from single cell, which multiplies itself to form into a whole human being, human body in the womb of a mother. So, I mean, so Pitra is like that. Kul Devta is in one of the family tree, the person, the ancestors who is being, who do, those family whomsoever they pray is called Kul Devta. So it is this science of, this is again occult for wish fulfillment. This science is now almost gone because nobody knows who is their Kul Devta. Hardly anybody knows, and hardly anybody knows how to pray to them. How, what is the way of wish fulfillment from them? What is the impact of that Kul Devta? There is a good series in Hindi about Vasna. apurti, yani otherwise you can say it is fulfillment of desires. A complete series is there. So again, it has got 6, 7 episodes, which covers this subject of how to pray to Kuldevata, Pitra, and the mechanism of wish fulfillment. I will share that link also with you. And reincarnation again is a matter of illusion. If you are not born, then how you can die? And if you are not born and if you are not cannot die, there is no sense of reincarnation. Again, this subject can be theoretically explained in few words, but that will not make any head and tail out of it. So I would again suggest and highly recommend that you come in touch with one of the teachers who can take you through some of these question on one-on-one basis on just 40 minutes each day for 3 days. The 3 day program, which I said, 35, 40 minutes each day for 3 days. And many of your such questions will be answered. Then in seventh, the last question is there any angel, guardian angel? Angel means good higher dimensional beings and Satan means bad higher dimensional beings. So you are trying to ask is there something called angel or something called devil or Satan? So there's nothing as angel and devils as such, but there are energies which are concentrated, which have got evil tendencies, and there are energies which get concentrated, which has got very benevolent tendencies, very useful, very peaceful tendencies. So we call them as angels and devils. But if you see closely, they are creation of your own mind. If your mind is at peace, if it is at rest, if it is at the core of its essence, then none of the angels can benefit you more than what you already are. And none of the devils can take away anything from you which you can lose. Because whatever you will lose was never yours, and whatever you will gain was never yours. So, all gain and loss, all good and bad, right and wrong, is a play, is an illusion, a drama which is happening in front of you. Like in a dream, what is good or bad? Howsoever good a dream is, howsoever bad a dream is, it is just a dream. But during the time when the dream is happening, it is just truth. It is as if it is truth. But imagine that during the dream, if you have the awareness that it is a dream and you are still watching the dream, then the real beauty of dream will unfold. Then it becomes meaningless. Then you won't get caught up in the dream. Same thing with the waking state. If you can see that the waking state is similar to what dream is, the whole mystery gets revealed to itself. That what is this drama going on? What is this activity going on? What is this play going on? So from that point, there is no meaning of angels and devils. They are just creation of your own mind. Because some angels can come and do good to you, and some devils can do good to you even, and some angels can harm you, and some devils can harm you as well. So what I'm saying is that uh, on the path of knowledge, let us not try to even try to get into the whole subject of devils and angels. Just know that you are the most potent being, the essence of the whole existence, which is creating all this drama, all this creation. Because without you, this creation is not existing, will not exist. Without you, can any experience be seen? Without you, whether can the angels or devil function? Without you, is there any meaning of right or wrong, good or bad? Without you, whether the dreams appear or the sleep appear, or the waking state appear. So you are the center or the core of the whole existence where this drama is happening, where the whole creation is just unfolding suddenly. It is not that the creation is first made and then you come in. Whenever, whether it is a waking state or a dream state or a projected state, the word is already there. The creation is there as soon as you start experiencing it. Otherwise, if there is no experience, the creation itself unfolds, goes back to its origin. So, I mean, the question will obviously come that if I die, I mean, this body, when you say I die, you are always talking about the body mind structure. So, the question will come, if this body mind structure dies, this word does not end because other body mind structure is seeing it. So, here you have to dive deep into it that to understand that whatsoever mind structures are existing in this whole planet, they are just point of experiences. From that point, from that center, the experiences are happening. But that center, this center is again an imagination, imaginary distance between the two experiences, which is being experienced by a single experiencer. Again, to understand this, you have to directly come in touch with one of the teachers and try to get, because you have to understand one thing very clearly, that this one way communication doesn't work in the spirituality. This one way communication in form of a teacher giving a lecture to 10,000 people doesn't work. This teacher and the seeker, and teacher and the student tradition which was there in India is so true even now, that this communication happens one on one. Then only the words may not be there, but the essence is transferred. The teacher, it is it is just to make that connection wherein, which is within you, the essence, the core of your being, which is somehow got disconnected. And once that connection is seen, once that core essence is seen, the all questions will be answered there. So the job of the teacher is not to give the student anything, but just to make him aware about his beatific or beautiful essence, the ultimate being, the experience of that what he is. And in that beauty, in that essence, everything else will subside. All questions are answered without any doubt. So there is, this connection is required, which makes this, we call it grace, or we call it Upanishad, sitting close to the teacher. And what does it mean by sitting close to the teacher? It means just that you are not carrying the biases, just dropping all whatever is beliefs which have been given through the society, through the friends, through teachers, through parents. And once those beliefs are dropped, what remains is the pure truth, the essence, the bliss, which is ever existence, the consciousness, which is knowing everything, the awareness that I am the experiencer will remain. So that needs to be done in a phased manner, depending on the person who has that thirst to know the truth, to know the what am I, what are the qualities, what is the essence of my being. So once that thirst is there, then only the transmission of knowledge will happen. So I think I have tried my to my best abilities answer some of your questions. But I know they are not very exhaustive, so I will share some of the links in the YouTube channel to you. Okay, if you wish, you are free to go through those links and you'll get some of the answers. But still better, you contact one to one of the teachers who are giving this three types of knowledge, 3 day program, 40 minutes each for 3 days to get the real feel of what is being talked about. Later on, you can either go back to your earlier life or you can proceed further as per your uh, newfound knowledge. So, wish you all the best. Thank you very much for taking time out and having joined in. So, all the best to you and all everyone else for having given their time and listening to this conversation. Although it is not a conversation, it is a one-way dialogue. Nevertheless, since this could not be recorded last time on Friday when it was, I mean, these questions were taken, so I thought rather than repeating them in the next meeting, let me answer them separately. Thank you everyone for taking their time out and listening to this conversation. Thank you very much. See you next Friday at 7 a.m. Indian time. Thank you. Bye.